Charlo, mouthpiece.
Every few months you have to defend against the #1 contender. But when you're not doing that, you can fight anybody in the top 15.
And Charlo marched straight out from his corner, stalking Silky from the first round, pressing the action, getting in his face, and really just from the expression on Charlo's face, not showing a lot of respect for the man in front of him, Silky Wilky.
He came off a dominant win in September. Carried that kind of confidence forward. And you get a certain feeling as a fighter, people around it, that this is a showcase for him.
It is, it really is.
And it's not he's a prohibitive favorite. So now the thing for him is to fight that way.
Showcase your skills, get some more experience, pad your resume, build your highlight reel, and you're on a great position to earn a lot of new fans. You're on the spotlight on national TV in America, internationally as well. It's a great opportunity to showcase, you know, you are a true talent and threat to the division.
Jab here by Charlo. Left hook to the body.
Charlo looks extremely bigger than Campfort.
He certainly does.
You know, not just, you look at the shoulders, he's taller, his shoulders more broad, but when you look at the legs of the two as well, his legs are a lot thicker than Campfort's. It almost looks like two different weight classes.
And Charlo did miss weight yesterday by 0.4 of a pound. Made it on his second try. He looks like he could fight in the middleweight division.
Oh, easily. Now that's an exciting division.
It most certainly is. Daniel Jacobs, Peter Quillen, Lofkin. Where's Canelo going to fit in there or here at 54? These are two excellent divisions in boxing, 154 and 160.
Two of my favorites.
And Charlo is right in the middle of it. As the first round will come to a close, a quiet one.
An establishing round.
Time.
You don't even want to be here. You understand? So listen, pick up the pace a little bit more behind the jab, okay? That's all we gotta do. Just pick up the pace a little bit. I want you to back in a little bit. I want them hands up. Be looking for the right hand to go to the body. Inspector. Okay? Keep an eye on it. Touch, okay? And every now and then, you can get
Take the chair out. Take the stool out. Take the stool out. You can't give no more rounds away. All right, man. Come on. Listen, we're here to win. You're strong. I'm the guy that's okay. Work your way in. Work your way in and move your hand and work your way in, okay? I know he's strong, but you got to take it away from him. Take his power away.
Round two, Jermall Charlo and Wilky Campfort. Premier boxing champions in Dallas. Dave Bontempo and Joey Varner with you at ringside. Double jab by Charlo. Good right hand, and Campfort walked right into it.
Short, chopping right hand, right over the left hand of Campfort as he stepped in.
Good right hand by Charlo.
Charlo effective early in the second round and all the way through the first round with that jab. He's working great behind that jab. It's quick, it's stiff, and it's finding its home through the gloves of Campfort.
He can't miss him with that jab. And then he's cocking the right hand and delivers it there behind it. Campfort, you're trying to get inside, but you pay a price for the risk.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go.
Always the downside of when you gamble to get in, and you have to do it, but what you just saw can sometimes result.
You know, and one of the issues, one of the reasons Charlo's jab is so effective as Campfort's coming in is because Campfort's head remains in that center line. He's pressing the forward, he's pressing action, he's coming forward, but his head is right in the line of fire. He's not moving his head side to side, sitting as he's coming forward. You'll see a glimpse here or there, but for the most part, he's a target at the end of that jab. He's remaining right in the line of fire. And as he's stalking, as he's moving forward right there, he needs to be moving that head behind his gloves, making it a hard target for Charlo to find with that jab.
And then what complicates it for Campfort is that he was walking to Charlo as that happened. Double jab here by Charlo.
You see that
Good
head?
body shot.
It's just right in the center line. You see right there, you see him slip that head a little bit. He needs to pick that up.
Good round for Charlo in the second.
Time.
Yep.
All right, everything is controlled. Remember, keep controlling with the jab. When he gets close, just throw 4 or 5 punches at it. It don't have to be hard, but add an uppercut to it.
Seconds out. Let's go. Box.
Third round action, Jermall Charlo and Wilky Campfort. Charlo well in command and with a knockdown to his credit in round 2.
And immediately Charlo comes out this round and goes back to that jab.
Jabbing and moving. Campfort's corner, they don't want him at the end of Charlo's jab, so employing him to get in more.
But he can't.
When he gets in there, that's the dilemma.
And here's the issue though, if you're on the outside and you're working against a jabbing fighter and you want to work on that inside, you can't just a beautiful right uppercut sends Campfort to the canvas.
There's a drill from the outside and then stalked on the inside.
Come here. Let's go.
Here comes Charlo. The left hook and a right hand from the outside. Body shot by Campfort. Here comes Charlo pouring it on.
So I see Charlo sit down to the body once. They come upstairs behind that.
There's the uppercut. Ronnie Shield was calling for that with Charlo between rounds. He just missed with a big right hand and went right to work with a left hook to the body.
There's that, you see glimpses of head movement from Campfort. he moves side to side for 1 second, and then he remains stagnant right in that center line where he's a target for the straight punches of Charlo. If he wants to get inside, he needs to use his head movement as he's pressing the action forward. Close the distance behind your head movement and some punches, but you can't just wait outside that center line when you got a guy throwing stiff, straight, long jabs right down the pipe.
He's in a tough spot stylistically, because if you're Campfort, you want to get in, you want to be bobbing and weaving, you want to be bending a little bit. We don't see any of that. And then he's on the outside taking punishment, but when he gets in, he gets nailed as well. That's just what it's like when you're overmatched. Number 14.
Break! Take a step back, take a step back. Watch the head, Silky. Let's go. Time!
Here we look back at that knockdown. There was the left hook. It was the right uppercut that made contact. Here it closed the distance, and there's the left hook, the right uppercut right through the gloves, up the middle.
Yes, sir.
Snaps the chin back, sending Campfort crashing to the canvas.
Now if you're Campfort, what do? You tried to get in, close the distance, you would drop that way. And on the outside, Charlo came after you and dropped. Shows his talent to be versatile like that.
Straight punches down the middle. Just straight down the middle, okay? 20 seconds. And then look. Then look for the left hand to the body, okay? Straight punches down the middle and the left hand here. We're gonna see. Want some more water?
Want some water? You gotta get this guy. Seconds out!
Into round 4, Jermall Charlo and Wilky Campfort. Charlo making the first defense of his 154-pound title, which he won back in September. And he has a couple knockdowns to his credit already.
Another thing Campfort's working against is an 1.5-inch reach advantage of Charlo. And Charlo's doing a good job of utilizing that 1.5 inches, where he's just a half step in range, fires a jab, a half step out, and he's out of range.
And he's making it look like it's 5 or 6.
Yeah, but you know what? That's the step, that little step in with the little jab, and then the half step out right after you finish. You're in range, and then you're out of range.
Step back.
And a look of frustration settling in on the face of Wilky Campfort as another left uppercut lands flush. I think it hurt him in the eye.
Yes.
He takes a knee. I think his eye is injured.
Knockdown number 3, and he can't convince the referee that this is not bothering him. This is going to end right now.
Ready to continue?
Take a good look at it. I think this is it.
That's it. It is. I can't see from my right eye.
And that happened before the knockdown
Can't see his eye.
and set up the rest of it. That's not just blurred vision. There's something.
He got clipped right there. The glove went in the eyeball. Impressive performance from the champ, Jermall Charlo. There's blood coming from the right eye of Wilky Campfort.
That's one thing when it comes to a vision. The guys are honest.
And here we take a look back at the end. The left uppercut.
Nailed there.
And that was it right there. He snapped his head back, grazed his cheekbone. You see him grabbing his eye as he retreats to the canvas. He takes a knee under the barrage of punches, less from the damage done, but more because he can't see right now. The right eye has been damaged.
You might be able to convince a referee
And there
you
it
can
was.
continue on something else, but not when it's a situation like this. And that was a vicious left hook that nailed him in the end. That wasn't a short range shot.
No, no. You see it come right up the middle, snaps his head back, and he almost like the knuckle hit right on that eyelid, right on the eyeball.
That's the type of punch that can end the fight no matter when it.
Yeah.
Regardless of what happened before it. Very unusual in boxing to see it land just like that.
Look at that slow motion shot of the punch. And you can see right now, it's not even that he's physically hurt, he's ready to break. It's that he just can't see what's going on. And I've been in that situation where you get hit in the eye. It is so demobilizing. It takes you out of the game. It's just, you're unaware of where anything is, what's going on.
What's the next one that will hit you? That's it.
Yeah,
totally
yeah.
a fearful scenario. So Charlo defeated the reigning champion in a short fight and makes short work of his first defense a couple months later.
And there we see the short chopping overhand right, left hand sending Campfort to the canvas. Round 3, Charlo pressing the action. It's the hook, it's the uppercut that sends him crashing to the ropes again. Hook, uppercut, there it is. And here in the 4th round, it's that short, tight left uppercut, grazing the cheekbone, hitting the eyelid, snapping back the head of Wilky Campfort. And that spelt the beginning of the end.
The end comes at 1 minute 16 seconds of the 4th round. A referee in charge, Mark Kalloy, brings an end to the contest. For your winner by technical knockout, still undefeated, and the super welterweight champion, Jermall Hitman